Holly, good evening. Here in Seattle, the Space Needle behind us, adorned in Seattle Seahawks colors. Aaron Rodgers has been dealing with that left calf injury throughout the week. Now, the Seattle Seahawks have said at their practice facility they're not even considering him unhealthy. 100% is how they expect him to come into this game. Rodgers has been getting acupuncture therapy in order to help alleviate some of the stress in that calf. Here in Seattle, we met up with an acupuncturist with some interesting ties to Green Bay. There's nothing green and gold on the walls of Whole Health Seattle, even if Pamela Alt was born and raised in Alloway.
I think I'm possibly the only person from Green Bay who's not really interested in football.
She may not be a Packer backer, but she comes from a long line of cheeseheads, like her sister who wore her wedding dress to Lambeau, and her vigilante mom who made her allegiance known at a Vikings bar in Seattle.
She actually went in the bathroom and tagged it and wrote "Go Packers" on the wall and almost started a bar fight.
Pam has lived in Seattle since the early 90s and specializes in acupuncture, the Chinese medical discipline Aaron Rodgers has used to help his ailing calf.
Try to help him do things that would limit the amount of strain so that you wouldn't get a lot of scar tissue, because that's something that would affect both the range of motion and strength.
In a better effort to understand what Aaron goes through, I felt like I had to try to get acupuncture myself, because I feel like a lot of people have never actually done it.
First things first, a Chinese therapy involving dried mugwort called moxa. Heated up, it increases circulation and blood flow on the treated area while decreasing pain.
So I could do a Lambeau leap when I'm done this.
Okay, what's a Lambeau leap? Okay, you ready for your first acupuncture needle?
Yeah.
So have you take a deep breath in and out. Okay.
After leaving the needles in for about 10 to 20 minutes, but don't worry, you really don't feel it, we move on to the next step.
So here's my other fancy treatment, which I would definitely do. I use this liniment, which is an herbal liniment, and it's called Zhenggu Shui. It means nourish the bone water. And then I'm basically going to marinate you. By accessing that point, you're increasing the conductivity of the qi and the blood and the efficiency of the flow through that area.
One more treatment, referred to as cupping, sucks the blood out of the affected area and ends our session. Thanks to Pam for letting us do that today. You know, she said that type of injury requires about 6 to 8 weeks to heal. It's still a time frame that Aaron Rodgers, frankly, just doesn't have. Coming up in sports, we're going to hightail it back to the hotel, meet up with Larry McCarron, who was at Packers practice today. He's got the updated information on Aaron Rodgers and the team that nobody else does. Live in Seattle, Dan Koob, NBC 26.